After 7.5 hours of deliberation Wednesday, a Riley County jury has found 28-year-old Michael Steere guilty on 5 counts of aggravated indecent liberties. He was also found not guilty of 1 count of rape. Steere's second trial in Riley County District Court covered 2 full days of testimony. The charges involved a single victim, a young girl who was 10 to 15 years old at the time of the incidents. Steere is scheduled for sentencing at 3 o'clock on August 8th. The USD 3-3 school board last night voted 4-3 in support of a new policy that would remove outside agencies that provide applied behavior analysis services from the classrooms. Board members who supported the policy change brought up legal concerns raised from council. Board President Kristen Brighton countered, saying she went back and forth on the issue, ultimately voting no.
By having these third-party private providers, it gives us an opportunity to extend our overworked, overburdened SPED staff in Paris. We know that those are the hardest positions for us to keep filled.
Wednesday's vote was a first reading of the policy change. Amanda Gray, the mother of a child with autism, says in-school ABA therapy has helped her daughter Ruby to learn, play, and make friends after being behind academically. She recently completed the 5th grade at Oliver Brown Elementary.
Even this year, which was our first year that we were able to experience ABA in the school environment in your school district for the first time in her whole life, it was life-changing. She is now starting to make progress on goals that have been in our IEP since kindergarten. Board
members Katie Allen, Carla Hagemeister, Greg Hoyt, and Kurt Herman all supported the policy change. Brighton, Jamie Morris-Hardiman, and Christine Wexelman all opposed. U.S. Senator Jerry Moran pressed Attorney General Pam Bondi Wednesday on the need for greater support for law enforcement and improvements to the justice system, this during a subcommittee hearing on Capitol Hill. The senator highlighted the challenges faced by small and rural police departments.
There are so many small local law enforcement offices. It's the city police department, the county sheriff's office. They don't have grant writers. And if somebody's writing a grant, they're being taken off the street, off the township roads.
Attorney General Bondi acknowledging the issue.
We've been working to improve accessibility by funding and simplifying the grant process. Reading these convoluted grants makes your head spin. And so we are working to streamline that and to help our rural and communities as well.
Their discussion also touched on the importance of technology in fighting gun violence, with Bondi assuring the committee that she plans to ensure full funding for the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network, or NIBIN. The hearing concluded with a call for bipartisan cooperation to ensure the Department of Justice has the resources it needs to keep communities safe. The planned redesign of Wareham Hall was the primary topic of this week's Riley County Historic Resources Board meeting. The facility is undergoing a massive renovation. Executive Director Blade Magis told the board they're aiming to restore the facades to reflect the 1938 remodel, converting the Barry's drugstore space into a theater lobby annex and making interior modifications to evoke the 1938 style.
We can create a coplanar surface from exterior grade all the way through the lobby, through a hallway to the stage, and that would all be completely accessible for a wheelchair user if we bring that stage up by approximately 10 inches.
The board voted unanimously to approve the project, finding that it does meet the Secretary of the Interior standards and will not harm the historic character of the building.
PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Being a woman is a lot. Ollie supports you and yours with expert solutions for every age and life stage. They just launched 2 new products exclusively at Walmart. Period Hero combats bloat, mood swings, and more during PMS. And Balance Perimeno to support hormonal balance, mood, and metabolism during perimenopause. Grab yours at ollie.com.
Ollie!
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Good morning, I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports headlines. The second non-conference matchup for K-State men's basketball was announced on Wednesday. Creighton and K-State to begin a home-and-home set Saturday, December 13th in Omaha. K-State will then host in the Little Apple next season. The last time these two teams met was in the first round of the NCAA tournament in 2018, as the Wildcats picked up a 69-59 win. The Mavericks, as expected, took forward Cooper Flagg with the first selection of the NBA draft last night. San Antonio selected Rutgers point guard Dylan Harper with the second selection. They also took Carter Bryant, a 6'7" wing from Arizona, at number 14. The first Big 12 player selected was at number 3, Philadelphia taking Baylor's VJ Edgecombe. BYU's Igor Demin was picked by the Nets with the 8th overall selection after an all-freshman campaign in the Big 12. He's the first Cougar selected in the lottery since Jimmer Fredette in 2011, and the first since BYU joined the conference in time for the 23-24 season. Drew Rasmussen tossed 5 innings of 2-hit ball. Tampa scored 3 times in the second on an array of singles and bunts as the Rays picked off the Royals 3-0 last night. Kansas City has now dropped 9 straight at Kauffman Stadium since beating Detroit May 31st. It's its longest home skid since dropping 10 in a row in April and May of 2023. Today, Michael Lorenzen goes to the mound for Kansas City. The Rays will counter with Shane Baz in a 1:10 start at Kauffman Stadium. Coverage at 12:30 on News Radio KMAN. Have a great day. I'm Troy Coverdale.